Hello and welcome. I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily reverse a video, including the audio, on Windows, Mac OS X and Linux. I'm going to start with Windows. You can see our file is ready, but we need to download a piece of software first. So go to ffmpeg.org, go to download, scroll down, click on the Windows icon, press Windows builds. Just to be safe, use 32-bit in the download here, and then just press download ffmpeg. Once it is done, go to your download folder, right-click on the zip file with ffmpeg, then you can extract it or open it with Windows Explorer. Right-click the folder, cut it, go back up, right-click and paste. Or you can just unzip it with whatever software you happen to use. To make things easier, I'm going to move my video inside the ffmpeg folder. Make sure to not confuse the folder and the zip file. Always go inside the folder. Also, make sure your video file does not have any spaces in it. Just rename it to something simple. One more step. Move the video file inside the bin folder and open it. And now hold down the Shift key, the key which makes your keys big, and right-click on the white space in the File Explorer. Now press Open Command window here. It's only accessible if you hold Shift down while right-clicking. There you have a terminal. Yours is probably black, so don't let this confuse you. Now all we have to do is type some things, wait a little, and then we have our reverse video. Here's what we write. ffmpeg.exe minus I, which stands for input, and then we write the file name, in my case door explosions. You can also use tab to autocomplete. So we know what kind of file goes in, alright, so space VF for video filter, and now write reverse. So it knows it has to use the reverse video filter. But it also needs to reverse the audio, so write space minus AF for audio filter, space, and write A reverse. So it knows it has to reverse the audio as well, because you can decide which one you want. Next, we need to tell it how to encode it. Write space minus C colon V. This is the codec for the video. Now write space and lib x264. And next up, space minus preset fast space minus CRF22. This is the quality. You can use a smaller number to get a bigger quality. It can be confusing, but you get used to it. And now write space and reverse.mp4, and now press enter and just wait until it finishes. As you can see, we have a working reverse file now. Please like and subscribe and write any questions in the comments. Next up, Mac OS X. On Mac OS X, I will place my video in the download folder, doorexplosions.mp4, and I go to ffmpeg.org, press the download button, then I scroll down, press on the Mac icon, then I press static builds for OS X until 64-bit, and again I scroll down, and I download the left one. If you don't have it yet, go to kekaosx.com and download Keka and install it. To install it, just double-click the DMG file and drag Keka to Applications. If the 7-zip file doesn't open automatically, right-click it, open with Keka, and it will extract it automatically. Now we have the ffmpeg file here and our video file, so now we need to open the terminal. For this, press Command space and type in terminal. So now we need to navigate to our downloads folder, so write cd downloads. You can use tab to autocomplete, and in here write /ffmpeg minus I, which stands for input. Now write the name of your video file, which should have no spaces ideally. In my case it's doorexplosions.mp4. Now write -vf reverse with a space between which is the video filter we're going to use. And now write -AF, don't forget the space, which means audio filter, and now we're going to use space and areverse to reverse the audio. Next we write -C:\v, which will be the video codec, and we want the libx264. And next we are going to write space -preset fast, so it's not too slow the encoding, space -crf22, which is a quality setting. If you reduce the number, it gets of better quality actually. And then we just write reverse.mp4 and press enter and wait a little. The conversion is done and we can check out the reverse video file. Please like and subscribe and write any questions in the comments. I'm going to continue with Linux. On Linux, first of all, you have to open a terminal. This can be usually done using Ctrl, Alt and T, or you just use the launcher and write terminal. In the terminal, write ffmpeg. If you get this long, complicated output, it means you have the software already, which is great. If you don't, you might have to install it. You can install it usually with sudo rights, using sudo apt-get install ffmpeg or something like that. On my system, on Arch Linux, I would have to use sudo pacman s ffmpeg. If you don't have it installed and you cannot install it, then go to ffmpeg.org, go to download, press the tux icon, go to static builds, and then depending on whether you have 32 bits or 64 bits, download one of them. Make sure the downloaded file is in the same folder as your video file and navigate there in your terminal. Usually that would be the downloads folder, but I made a different one. Now extract this file, for example using tar_xf and then the file name. You can use tab for autocompletion. What we need is this command. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the door explosions inside the ffmpeg folder, and in the terminal we're going to navigate inside this folder as well. So now we just need to write one command and wait a little. What we write is /ffmpeg. If you have ffmpeg already installed, you don't need the /. Just make sure you're in the same folder as the video file. -I, which stands for input. Now write the file name of your input video file, doorexplosions.mp4. Now write -vf, which means video filter, and write reverse, because we want to reverse a video. Also write -AF, because we want to reverse the audio as well, and then write areverse, so that it knows that it has to use the areverse audio filter. Next up, we need to tell it the video codec -C:\v will do the trick, then space and libx264, and space -preset fast, and space -crf22, which is the quality. You can reduce the number if you want better quality. And then just write space reverse.mp4 and wait a little after you pressed enter. And here you can see the video file being formed, and it is done. And there we go. Please like and subscribe. Please write any questions in the comments, and see you in the next video. Ciao!